Hey Mo, I know I told you that I would show you how to put some makeup on and stuff, so I guess here it goes. I ain't no professional, just remember that. But this is the MAC I was telling you about that I use right here. You can see it. And then on the bottom of the bottle, see how you can see the NC47? That's the color I am. So remember before I told you I was like below the 47 and above the 47 in color. So you used to have to mix them, but now it's just they came out with a color. So NC47, and I forget what the N means. It means maybe for lighter, or and then there's another digit for higher. But they'll explain that if you want the MAC. But NC47 is my color. Yours will probably be lighter than this. So this is the MAC I use. This is one of the bottles I told you that you could save and take back. Like if you get 5 items, then you can return it. Um, this is the concealer I use. I mean, like you said, you bought an expensive one or a nice one. This is just some little cheapy one I used. LA Colors or whatever, but sometimes I buy at a cheap dollar store can and sometimes not. This is the little NYX Wonder Stick I was telling you about. That after I'm done, I'll highlight. Like this is the darker side for contouring and highlighting. Um, I use different like little eyebrow brushes. This one got a little brush on the end, just some typical brushes or whatever. Some little lashes, little spongy thing if you want to use that. Like I said, you gotta experiment with it. Some mascara, that's some cheap kind. Sometimes I'll buy this kind. I forget what it's called, but it'd be in a drugstore. But I've been using this one for years. But sometimes I'll get some different kind. Now, remember I was telling you about the brushes. These brushes ain't expensive. But remember I was telling you about some of the names that's on them, how this one say foundation. This one's a powder brush. This one's the angle brush. And then this one's just, I think I got this from CVS when I was out of town. It's a little elf. So sometimes they had these ones in the Dollar Tree as well that I'll buy. But I bought that from, I think, CVS or Rite Aid. I believe it was CVS. So that's all the stuff I'm using for today. And then I put my lashes on with glue. But some people use the eyelash glue. That works the same, but the regular glue sticks better. So make sure your face is cleaned up. They say you want to start with your eyebrows first, then your eyes, and then your foundation. But sometimes I go out of order, and then I just try to brush them up if they, mine's is kind of raggedy. I'll do that. Sometimes I have like a regular eyebrow, one of these like from the foundation that's like cleaned out, and if I had out one, I'll use that to go with it, but it's the one that ain't being used. So let me sharpen this eyebrow pencil. I like to go a little lighter in color sometimes because sometimes you don't want them to look too dark. But hold on. Okay, here we go. Alright, so what am I going to start with today? Alright. So I normally just try to go like under the eyebrow to draw my line and then kind of go above to like fill it in. So I'll start right. Sorry, this is my first time ever doing like a little video. I hope my light is good. But I'll draw my line. You just want to start like where you begin at. And sometimes I be messing up. So you want to like, have it like traced if that's what you're doing. And then just fill them in lightly. And you always want to make sure it's kind of lined up with your eye right here or not go past because it don't look funny. And then I just slowly go back and fill them in. And then sometimes brush them out. But I don't know, for some reason this eyebrow pencil seem a little darker. But like I said, I ain't no professional. But I do like going to MAC. They do a good job. And I can't get like, an appointment with the other girls. Plus you can get makeup. Spend $50, you get a full face. So I don't know how good that looks, but I don't want to fill it in too much. And I'll just take the oops. Some of that stuff is falling in the sink. Oh, hold on. Alright. And then I'll brush them out a little bit. Normally I go under with that contour stuff we was talking about and, you know, highlight them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But like I said, this is some little cheap stuff. And remember I said, you know, it's for like your blemishing spots. And then they have another contour. It's orange. Maybe I'll show you. Hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. Here's another little cheapy Wet n Wild one I'll be using for like some contour. You can find them at Dollar Tree. Sometimes the hair store have them, but they be more expensive. This is another one the hair store be having. I think I got this from Dollar Tree before they started selling them in the hair stores, and then they're like more expensive. But this is also CNC. It's a concealer and a contour correct and concealer. So sometimes I will just I'll put this on. They say if you put this on over your blemishes, then blend it in, and then put the concealer over it, then do your foundation. So I'll just do a little dab of this on one spot so you could get an idea of what I'm talking about. But once you put that on there, you really gotta like blend that in real good, because sometimes it'll leave your you know what I mean, your skin orange. So you gotta blend it in real good. So I'll just do a dab of that. I don't want to get none of this on my shirt, but okay. So, and this is another little brush that you can use to put your you know, if you want to highlight your eyebrows. I mean contour them. So here's some of my dark spots. I'll just be covering them up. And then like I break out all under my chin, if you can see that under there. I'm like getting some like ingrown hairs, and you know, that first sucks, but I be waxing or tweezing them, but we all get them. Well, most of us. You lucky if you don't, but I hate it. So I just go over where I got like blemishes out with this. And then you could cover over where I put the orange at. Sometimes I make it a little, stick a little orange, you just clean it off. But they say it's supposed to hide your blemishes a little better than just putting just this on. But I always say it's with trial and error if you're doing it. And then always do right here, because they say this is where the light hit. Here, your nose, and under your eyes. I need a better lighting. So I try to do my eyes. And you know, to hide your dark circles and stuff if you have any. So I think I covered most of my lighting areas. And then I try to come down. I already had lipstick on, but you can highlight in between your lip. So when you fix it, you know, you can see the outline of your lip. Then I just fill that in like that. So yeah, here you go. And then remember I put the orange on this side a little bit. They say it gives you a little bit more coverage. But I didn't put none on this side just to show you. Okay. So sometimes I'll take this and just dab it in a little better. Like I said, it's all about trial and error when you're doing it. I'm not putting no eye stuff on today. I'm just probably going to do some lashes. Maybe some liquid eyeliner. I should have brought that in, but maybe I won't do the liquid. I mean, I normally do, but it can give you that darker effect or look. And when you do the liquid, you just run it on and go straight across until you stop right here, unless you want to wing it out. And I know you were saying something about the smoky eye. You could just put like, you know, your normal makeup on, like with your powder on with your eyeshadow on with the brush, and go on your eyelid right there and just smooth it across. Then you could put another color like above, like I normally put some going straight across here. Then you see how you have this line here? That's the part where I'll normally put it like another color there. And then when I get over here to the black, I always start on my corner and then dab it in, like start here and bring in a little circle to here, and then just mix it in. But if you can see your eye line here, how I'll see the darker part here, like the crease, the first crease, that's where I'll normally put my eyeshadow. Then I'll take, like, say if I put white there, then I'll take like some brown or a lighter, like a brown, and I'll put it in this area here, as long as it's under this line. Then you see how this line, yeah, I'll put it all here. Then I'll put like my concealer here. That stuff that you bought right there. So you'll follow that part. And then I just kind of blend it in a little bit, best I can, like blot it in. Sorry if my lighting ain't like the best in here, but so, like I said, I ain't no professional or nothing, but it's all about trial and error. Sometimes when you put your lashes on, if you wear those, I just do a little dab like this of my eye glue. You know, put it on there. Put a little dab on this. And then I'll run it across my lash. To put it on. Sometimes there'll be a little excess on there. Take that off. Then I just put them on. Some people use tweezers. I don't. I prefer to use my fingers. These is just some little cheapy eyelashes, like real cheap. I don't know, they might be some real crappy ones, but we'll see. I think they came with like a pack of my hair or something. So I just stick them on like that. Blink and they be on. Yeah, these are some little cheapies. Do the same with the other side. And you want it to be like right on the brim of your eye, not like on your skin up here. You want it to be as close to the edge as possible where your eyelashes begin. Like right, you know, right there. blink a couple times. Oh, this one feels a little funny. Maybe I got it a little bit too close up there. I might have to move it back. Hold on. I'm gonna just move that one back. I don't like how I feel. I got these contacts in, so that'd be feeling a little funny too. Alright, let me try again. Alright. Try this again. Make sure I move it back now. Because when it be real close, like all the way up too far, you feel funny on your eye. And these are some little cheapies. Alright, let's see. And sometimes you'll have some little excess glue or whatever. I just pull it on. I probably should have put these on before I did the concealer, but sometimes, like I said, I got out of order. Alright, here we go. I should have brought the fan in here, it's hot. Alright. Try that again. Now, if you want to highlight your under your eyebrows, I just want to take a little bit of concealer and highlight them. I mean, I normally don't too often lately. And you only need a little bit. A little bit go a long way. But I can bet that the more expensive concealer is better. But you know, sometimes I use a lot of little cheap stuff. And then sometimes not. And if you mess up on anything, you can always, like, you know, go back and fix it. So it gives you a bit of a highlight. You just outline them basically. Sometimes I use a lighter color, sometimes I use a lighter color makeup to do that too. Like a color that's lighter than my foundation to highlight them. Or if I just ran out of concealer. So it highlights them a little bit. Okay. So, alright, so next step is the liquid makeup. I threw my little round thing away, maybe because back then at the time, remember the little thing I told you, you could put a little bit of your makeup on, a little bit of your any of your makeup that you're using to put it on, like a little tray almost. It's like a little round little metal little thing. So that way you only could use a little bit, you know. So I don't have it, but I'll just dab some on here to show you. Because you only need a little bit. So, and if you need more, you know, less is more. Like that might even be too much, but it comes out so fast. But like I said, you only need a little bit because you're going to spread it out. So that's my little dab there. And then remember I said the brushes, you could use them. You mean you want to know the names of them so you know which way you're to use them. Sometimes once I got a little bit decent, I started going out of order and using a different brush for different things. So this is the foundation brush. Sometimes I'll just pour the makeup on this one. It's just a regular brush, more of a powder brush. This eyelash is itching my eye. Sorry. And then sometimes I would just do it with this, but this one don't really fill it in. It's just more of a powder. But the difference of the brushes, this one's smaller, so I get it more. This is the brush I tell you I'll dab this on when I'm brushing and then just spread it over and it go on. That's what you seen at work was just this brush with a little bit of this and me spread it out. This bristles is more open, so that's more of a powder finish if you were probably using the powder finish or the powder foundation. So this is the foundation brush. When I'm brushing, I use this one, like I said. But this one, you just dab some in. And the best thing, too, you want to make sure you clean your brushes. And I'll start under my eye. And I'll go, you know, on my face like that. Oh, I do need more makeup. When I use the brush, I normally don't. I'll put a dab there and real fast, you know, and spread it out. But when using a brush, you're going to maybe use a little bit more because you're trying to cover it all over. Okay. And I feel like when I have bought some cheap stuff like foundation from Walmart. When I use the cheaper stuff from Walmart, I feel like I use more. But when I use the MAC, this one right here, I feel I use less. So I'll put that on, and which I could have used less because you're just gonna spread it in. So see, you can't see all that dark that I'm filling it in, covering up some of that orange that I had used, then the concealer. But this side, remember, I didn't use the orange. And I know at first you kind of look like a cake face, but you know, just spread the makeup around where it needs to go. Sometimes if I'm not wearing foundation or anything, being that I use a little concealer, I'll just rub this over it. And like I won't put none there, but I will run the brush over it just to, you know, fill it in. Because some people have real dark circles. I got bags, which I hate, which I ain't that great. Because I know when I go get my makeup done, all this be like that, like, you know, real lifted. Like you can't see my bags. But when I do my own, sometimes you can, because like I said, I ain't a professional. It covers it a little bit, but naturally, I have bags. So, you put that there. I just spread it around as best I could. Then sometimes you'll still see some dark areas, you know. So, I'll go back and fill that in. I thought you was bringing a fan in. It's hot.
You was talking to me all the time?
No, I'm on my thing.
Sorry.
And then just spread it in. And, you know, you look a little cakey. I take this brush and I'll smooth it in better. And you don't want to just stop like right here under your chin. You want to come down a little bit to blend in with your neck. And sometimes I go back into my hairline just so it all blends in, you know, all around there. Ooh, thank you. It's hot. Can you look at my little black wallet thing and hand me my lips, the pink stuff? It's getting my ears hot, my blood pressure up. So you want to blend, 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 blend. And that's the liquid, but sometimes you can finish, like I said, with a little powder. But I don't want to finish with powder today. Like you have your liquid and then you take, you know, the powder foundation. And that's when I would take the powder brush, dab it in there and put it over, you know. So I know my lighting isn't the best, but You can see a difference from when I first started. My lighting in my house sucks pretty much, so sorry. So, yeah, I need one of them little light things. Can't really see. Yeah, click that on. I could see a little bit of that light. And so, I just blend it in real good. Like that. And see, it kind of covers it. You can still see some of my blemishes. But I'll then go back with this. This is more the contour side of it. Filling under my eyes. Right here. And then mostly down my nose. And then I'll come around like here and down here with it. And then I'll take a little bit of the brown side and do my nose here. That might work a little better, but then right down here, it's too blue. Set it down there, let me see. That'll work, a little more lighting. And then right here. But this is highlighting, but like I said, when I come to work, you see me just with this, little dab of this, and it just give that smooth color so you don't see my blemishes. Cause I don't be liking those blemishes all the time, but like I said, I'll do here and here. But like I said, I don't like to come to work like all the time with all my blemishes showing and moles and freckles and you know. So then I will go back with my angle brush or one of my other ones and there's a brush. It's white and it looked like it's a little fan brush. And then look in and bring my black bag with all the makeup in it.
Where's the brush at?
It's laying on the dresser. It looked like it's a white brush. It looked like a fan brush. It's real thin like a fan. So then I'll fill that in using my angle brush. Like that. And then sometimes it hides that part there, but
This and this?
yeah. This is my little fan brush. And then look down in there and there should be some gold like eyeshadow looking thing. It's a little round thing like this. It's black and it's round. No, it looks something like that, but it's black. So then after I mix that in, I'll go back in with this brush. It's black. It's like gold. Gold makeup. Gold eye. Look like eyeshadow. It's like a bronze looking color. And I'll smooth that in. Put that one, mix that in.
So it look like that, but it's a black one.
It's round. It's down in the bottom. It's black. It looks like this, but it's round and it's eyeshadow. It's like a gold color. You have to pull that stuff off to see it. Hand me that makeup. This is the cheap one I'll buy from Walmart. It's called Fit. It's a tad bit darker than this one, but this is my two mix. I used to use the color before and the color darker, but this is the cheap one I be using from like Walmart or Rite Aid or something. And they had a number on the top, 356. But there's another about different ones, but I'd rather buy this kind. That's my perfect color, but this is some little cheap stuff I get from Walmart. But I think this is like the best one out of all of them, and it could be expensive. It's one like this, but it's gold. It's black. Yeah, this one. And hand me that. This.
Put all these back?
Yeah, you can put all that back.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'll blend in right here where I put the brown, the darker brown of this. Because I remember I drew it on this side of my nose and this side. So just to blend that down in. But, and I'm just run this up my middle. For my highlighted areas. And just go over my face again. Like I said, today I'm not going to put on no liquid eyeliner. And that be pretty much it. Excuse me. I'll take a little bit of this just for like a bronzer. It's some, let me make sure I tell you what it is. It's eyeshadow. So I'm not using it as eyeshadow, but I'll use it as a highlight. You know, for like here. Just to give me like a bronzy little look on my face. I don't know if you can necessarily see it a little bit there. You see that? Little bronzer. I'm not going to use no, I have some blush or something I'll use to rose my cheeks a little bit. Just a little bit. Not like them TV people that have on too much. And they look all crazy with clown cheeks with that color on. I don't really like that. But I'm not going to use that today. But I'll use a little bit of that just to bronze it. And then yeah, like that. And sometimes I'll run it down the middle. But just depends. If you wanted to use some color for your some eyeshadow, I'll dab a little bit on just to show you. But I'm just putting that first line, and I'm not putting it the next one to the next one. I'll just, you know, just a little color. That's what I was telling you. You do this color, then you do like a darker one that you'll bring here, like some brown, and then you're highlighting. I mean, then you're, you know, use the contour stuff to, concealer to liven up your, arch of your eye. But I'm gonna just put a little bit of this on. See it? And this is the same stuff I just used to use the bronzer. And then sometimes I'll dab in the corner just to give it a little pop if that's what you want. If you can see that. And you can put as little or as less as you want to put on. And then that be that. And then sometimes I'll go back with the with these two, my Wonder Stick highlighting and contour stick. That's what it's called. But the lighter side, you can also use that for your contour as well instead of the other concealer stuff. I mean, it's all concealer, but you know. So this will give you a better highlight than what we used earlier. But the more you play in it, you'll figure out what works best for you. And it don't happen overnight, I'll tell you that much. Because mine's didn't. When I started out, I was just slapping foundation on my eyes. I mean my face. And looking powdery as hell. So, these contacts are dry, just fan blowing. So I'm saying it looks the best, but it be presentable or if you ain't got the money and don't want to spend all that, you know, I get it. So you could probably see a little bit of that bronzer there. You know, maybe I add a little bit more. Just a little bit of, you know. My boyfriend always like when I do like a matte look or something, but here we go. You can see it a little bit. Should have went a little heavier on the makeup, but it's fine. So, all blended in. What's left of my makeup, but see if I can scrape that back in there. And that be that. So, and then when you're done last, you just normally put a little bit of, you know, our lipstick. That's what I did last. I didn't already have some on when I started. This is just like some dry Kissable lipstick matte rouge I got. I like this color. It ain't real bright. And then remember how I put the concealer there? And you gotta knock that, kind of use a pencil to trace it with, but yeah, and that's pretty much it for it. If I was gonna use the powder foundation before I did the rest of that touch up, I would have powdered it and then went over my face like that. So then I just do this just to, you know, fill in. But I still got, you know, lightly go over. But I'm gonna show you one more thing. So just hang tight 1 second. I will use this called Make It Last. It's by Million or M-I-L-A-N-I. I'm saying it right. It's some setting spray. Prime, correct, set, prepare, and fix. 16-hour wear. So when I get done, I'll spray this on my face. It locks in your makeup for 16 hours. So this is what it's called. This is probably some CVS drugstore stuff. This Million line used to be good like 15 years ago. I can remember as a teenager like taking my sister-in-law's stuff. But so you just hold it back. Well, wait. Before I do that, mascara. So this is the stuff I buy from CVS. And I could have, a black little line would have looked real nice over my eye. But I don't know if I'm in the mood for the black wing. But I always like a wing liquid eyeliner. But I ain't gonna bother with it today. I normally go do that to cover, like, you know, my lash line. You know, your lashes blends in. Maybe I should. But ain't nobody gonna be up in my face with my boyfriend. I'm gonna tell him where he's taking me. I always do this last in case I had a smudge or something with makeup and had to go back and fix it. Maybe your lash more of a, you know, pop to it. But next time I'll show you the liquid eyeliner and I'm gonna use a little bit of my other one too. My liquid eyeliner, the black over the eye, and the smoky eye that I can do a little bit. I'll show you. And you could do a light smoky eye, heavy smoky eye. There you go. See? So there's the lashes. You see how long they look from the side. Looking down. And the other side. Okay. And that's like a little closer. I wish I could become like very good on the eyebrows. Everybody's doing those microblading, and that's nice. But then in so many years they're gonna come out with something new. So, okay, so here's that spray again. Once you get done, you hold it back a few inches from your face and to give it a couple sprays. And then you just let it dry. And that should help your makeup stay for at least 16 hours. 16-hour wear. So it should kind of help keep you dry and stuff. In there. So that's the coverage you be seeing with a couple extra steps. Normally, like I said, I just use the brush and then the liquid foundation and put it on and come to work. But that's just a few extra steps or a couple different tips. I'm gonna lean in so you can use my light, but I just wanted you to see the difference in my face. That dark mark. But like I said, I ain't no professional, but if you can see how it looks. And people ask all the time. You can see my bronzer there. People ask all the time where I got it done, and I'll just be, playing around. Sorry my lighting ain't that great, but that's pretty much it. But if you got any questions, let me know. And like I said, I'll show you that smoky eye later. So that's it. Let me know what you think.